Very good afternoon to you from the end of stage number 14 here on Rally di Roma Capitale. Well, this is it. I mean, how many people have been crowned the winner of Rally di Roma Capitale here? I remember going back just 2 years ago when we had Kajetan Kajetanovic and Brian Bouffier having a massive fight on this final stage here and coming down to this stop line and the helicopter from Eurosport flying above us here. It was... This kind of bit of tarmac has made some history for our ERC runners and riders. But here we are this weekend. It's round 5 of the championship. I can't believe it's round 5 and we're in Italy already. And just swing round for a minute. This is the Oscaro Arch at the end of this this final big stage of the weekend. Everyone's here. It's really fantastic here because if you go down, we've got a little restaurant and a little cafe here, which is fantastic, and everyone's been having their pasta lunches here and sitting in the sunshine, and everyone's looking pretty cool and quite calm and relaxed on this Sunday. We're just a short drive out from the town, which is about sort of 400 metres down the road. They've actually closed the road off to traffic coming up here. But obviously we're all here because the rally cars are coming through in a short while. But yeah, this is Rally di Roma Capitale. We're live. It's the last real big stage of the event. It's stage 14. We've got 2 more stages to go this evening in Ostia. But yeah, we're here now. So this is really where the final battle is going to take place. And a little bit of sad news, I suppose, this afternoon. Just we've been listening to stage 13. Alexei Lukyanuk, who was in 2nd overall in the rally, he's had a minute penalty applied to him just for a technical infringement, which has been rumbling since last night. So Lukyanuk has dropped down to 3rd position overall in the rally, 41.5 seconds behind Simone Campidelli. I've only just literally arrived at the stop line because I was at stage number 10. And it took a long way to drive round all the mountains to get over here. So I'm just picking up the information now that that 1 minute penalty has been applied to Alexei Lukyanuk. So if I look a bit crazy with the hair, that's because we've been whizzing around the mountains to try and get here. Because it's easy for the rally route; they go over from one side to the other and use the road, the shortest possible distance. And for us reporters, we have to go all the way round. But it's great. A little bit of sunshine here at the stop line, but a little bit of cloud as well. It's bubbling up this afternoon. So we got the timing board, we've got everyone at the table here ready to go. So everyone looking all professional and set up this afternoon. The same volunteers that we've had throughout the weekend. The whiteboard is free at the moment, so this is obviously where the times are going to come on. And the other thing as well, which you might have touched upon over the weekend, we've got... Julian was here this morning. We've got just a selection of 3 rocks. Seems a bit strange, but we talk about these. But these 3 rocks are kind of important. They're not really an official kind of thing that we should be using. But the organisers of some of these events on any round of the ERC, anywhere we go, tend to put the stop lines just on a slight downhill section. And we were talking on Facebook Live about the heat soak, I can't even say that. The heat... Should we start again? The heat... Engines are working really hard. The brakes are hot. The the tyres are hot. Everything is all warm when they come to the end of the stage here, and it's almost like a mobile sauna at the stop line. And this heat comes out of the car and envelops you at the stop line. And one of the things that we do just to not assist the drivers, but just save any risk of damage to is we just nudge quite casually a little rock behind the wheel of the car, which just assists in a way, not really assists, but what am I'm just kind of digging myself into a hole here. I'm not really, but anyway, it's kind of the unwritten rule. A little rock that is nudged behind the wheel of the car at the end of the stage does a world of difference to assist the drivers, basically, so they can talk to us for a little while longer. Now, clearing my throat because, as I say, we've rushed from one side of the hills to the other. Got the famous start list out, so we'll have a look. There we are. Look at that, expertly folded. We could have our wonderful glamorous assistant Daniel can hold the start list. Look at this. There we go. So Scathlon's not starting today. We had a couple of on the other side, just a couple of people. Sindra Furuseth, who slipped off the road yesterday, and Elias Lumberg at the back of the field not starting. So avoid my scribble on there. But as we whiz round. Look at Daniel is an incredible assistant. You're looking very, very nice. Très bien, Daniel.
Very good, my friend.
So, okay, Umberto Scandola is first on the road. Then we've got Antonio Risk. This is one of the Italian guys. If you look at the start list here, it's basically ERC. There isn't a gap here for, it doesn't say ERC, and then junior, blah, 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 and it goes down. Basically, is a non-registered ERC driver, so these ones without ERC written are just basically competing in the Italian Championship, but they've sort of interspersed or seeded into our ERC regular runners and riders. Shall I take that away from you, Daniel? Now, thank you very much. Excellent job, thank you. You can retort or whatever we do. Thank you very much. Maybe he's off. He's wandering off. Stage is live, which is great. Now, I did have the duration of this stage, and this one is 11.75 kilometres in length. It's 11.75 kilometres in length. Quite twisty from A to B. Twisty down these roads. The tarmac's not so bad in places on this one, but further up the road there isn't really anywhere to pass or stop or park or no road junctions either. I remember here there was a couple of shunts last year, and the final stage was delayed and restarted and delayed and restarted because of just some small mistakes that people were making. So hopefully everything's going to run smoothly. Because after this, okay, this is stage 14. We're kind of taking it in that stage 14 is going to be the last stage of the rally. It's not. We've got 2 more to go in Ostia. So after this stage, the drivers head down here into Fuji, which is where the service park is located. A 30-minute service in service, and then on a long road section down to Ostia, which is basically north of here, and then left past the airport at Rome. I don't know why I'm waving and pointing because you can't see where Ostia is. So north from here, and then turn left at Rome, head out towards the water, and Ostia is where the final 2 stages are this evening. And they're just kind of a street stage just on the promenade by the beach, just 1.1 kilometre stage, run twice, got a little jump in there as well just to keep everybody happy. It's kind of a way to keep everyone up in the mountains happy, the local hardcore rally fans, but also demonstrate to the people who might not necessarily have ventured this far south this weekend to come and have a look at the rally. They can just see it in closer proximity. And of course the pomp and the champagne and the ceremony and all the usual stuff that we get at the end of any ER coming up later on tonight. I'm talking because we're waiting for the first car to come on the road, so that's going to be arriving here shortly. The cloud is bubbling up. There is no real chance of rain this afternoon. We're looking on the weather radar, but we will see what the situation is. Right, fingers crossed. Gian Domenico Basso, a little bit of an Italian legend, is leading the rally over Simone Campidelli, who is 24.8 seconds behind him at the moment. Alexei Lukyanuk, with that a 1-minute penalty applied to him, it drops him back down to 3rd position after stage 13. He's 41.5 seconds behind. Andrea Cronola is in 4th position. Phillip Maris is in 5th. Now, Maris is leading the ERC1 category as well in the ERC1 junior classification, so good for Maris. Ingram is fighting with him, 23.3 seconds, the gap between Phillip Maris, leading ERC1 juniors, and Chris Ingram, who's behind him. Chris Ingram was saying to us earlier on ERC radio at the previous stages that he has been overdriving the car this weekend. He's been really pushing hard and putting a little bit too much pressure on himself, and as a result of that he's been heating up the rear of the car. He's been slipping and sliding, and so what he's done is kind of gone a bit zen. Oh, cat, we've got a cat crossing the road. Something has just happened at the stage end. One cat, I don't know where it's off to. It's just come out of the restaurant. Look at that, one cat, off it goes. okay, it's safe. It's safe. The cat's gone over the hedge and disappeared off. Yeah. So Chris Ingram saying that he's been driving the car, overdriving it, and getting a little bit too much heat in the tyres. And so what he's done at the midpoint service of today, he's gone back. He's relaxed. He's had a talk to himself. He's just basically said this afternoon that he's trying to not do anything at all, not overthink it, is it? But then, if you look at Phillip Maris, Maris has been so cool and really relaxed this weekend and really engaged and binding in and getting himself really organised with the first car, getting himself really comfortable behind the Skoda. But, okay, first car's through. Scandola's here. So he arrives. Doesn't really work very well on the radio, but if we open the door, Chris is just going to have a quick spin round the car, just have a quick 360 round, just to have a look at it. You can feel the heat coming off it. We'll have a word with Scandola, just sorting himself out. Chris is coming around indoor, outdoor, dangling down. Get yourself sorted. Umberto, I haven't seen you with your helmet taken off all weekend. Your hair looks quite cool. So how was the stage for you? If you could sum up Rally Rome, 14 stages. I know we got 2 more to go. Was it a good one?
Yes, for us it's a long weekend. It's good because we take a feeling with the car. We try many solutions of setup, but I needed to try again the car. Thank you.
There we go. That's Umberto Scandola. So we can't really. I mean, I can feel the heat coming off. We've spoken about this previously on other rallies. Now, this one doesn't have the temperature gauge on the brake caliper, but I could actually cook my eggs for breakfast on that at the moment. The Brembo brake disc, you can't see it in the dark. We'll see that when we go to the Barham rally. It's glowing red hot. It's glowing super red. You can't see it in the daylight, but you could. So that is Scandola just pulled forward. Time. Oh, I didn't do the right thing. I should have. Sorry, Chris. I should have walked round that way. I forgot all about it. I was trying to plug my cables back into my pocket. I've got so much equipment hanging out of my pocket here. I hope everything looks good. There you go. Normally I've got a good face for radio, but not for Facebook Live. 6 minutes 42.7. Let's go back down to the board, because we've got a little bit of a gap because we've got the local Italian guys coming in. So the board is here. 16:42.7. 16:42.7 is the time on the board for the first stage. So that's all nice. Everyone's very relaxed here this afternoon. We've looks like just hanging out. We've got around the back. We've got a little bit of water as well. So water to hand to the drivers. We've got the water man. No, I don't need one. I'm okay, but you're okay. So we've got the guys looking after the water for the drivers. So that's all good, and everything is kind of not so bad. But look at this. This is beautiful. You probably can see it from my helicopter that's up in the stages at the moment, and I just love making you walk, Chris. Chris is our cameraman who's holding it. But every time he walks, it makes me smile, because he just walks so funny when you're holding the camera, but you're doing a good job. Yeah, just beautiful view down there. Really nice part of the world. Typical Italian kind of town. Another one coming through. This is one of our local Italians. We'll stick the microphone in anyway, just to see what he has to say. We've got Marco Vozzo on the co-driver's side of things. Maybe, Chris, if you want to go that way, you can go this way, that way. I'll join you on the other side. Is he going to have a word? Let's see. Is he going to have a word? Let's see.
Antonio, com'è andata? Abbiamo avuto dei problemi di setup, scivolava tantissimo e niente, abbiamo faticato tanto in queste parti qua, le ultime parti, quindi niente, abbiamo cercato di portare a casa il risultato e stare molto accorti.
Grazie. It's Antonio just talking in Italian. Us on what he was saying, some setup issues with the car for Antonio in the Italian Championship, but he's concentrated quite hard and yeah, just doing his best to bring home the points. That was a quick synopsis from Gianluca. this weekend. So time for Antonio on the board, 6 minutes 48.9. I'm just looking just past you there to 6 minutes 48.9. So that is Antonio. So taking the trusty start list, just whizzing it around for the next one. Martins Sex is going to be next up. So see what Martins has to say. Now, big credit to Martins. He'll be here in a couple of moments' time. Martins has been taking this opportunity. His car is similar to the one that Paolo Nobre has been driving. It kind of looks the same as the one that Paolo Nobre has been using. It's a Motorsport Italia Skoda R5. It's part of his prize fund for winning the under-27 category in the ERC Junior Championship last year. So Martins, this is his second run. He was on the podium in Latvia, driving the car, and here on tarmac. So he's taken a gravel rally on his home event on the podium there, and now here, driving this on tarmac this weekend. So he's not on the podium, but he's taking in some, learning all the time, I would say, with this one. He's getting to grips with the car. And when we were speaking to him on Thursday evening, and I was asking Martins what he thought about the car and about the event, and you know, he said, to be honest, it's really scary, the power that comes out of the R5 Skoda. So he's only a young lad from Latvia, but Martins is on his way up, and this is probably the last time we're going to see him on the ERC event this season, because he's going to pull budget together and sort himself out before he competes a little bit further back on ERC. So we can hear him coming. So Martin Sex slices the timing beam and completes the last big stage of his prize drive in the ERC Junior Championship, from winning the under-27 class last year. Oh no. Kick that stone a little bit too far under the wheel. Martins, water for you. Martins, so that's it. It's kind of the last big stage in the your prize drive. Do you feel a little bit sad? Have you learned a lot driving this R5 car here this weekend?
Well, I enjoyed a lot, and basically I'm a bit in a little bit better mood than I was in Liepāja, where I finished third after all on tarmac in this crazy rally. Well, I'm feeling very nice now.
What positives can you take out about this weekend? You know, it's a specialist surface, tarmac. You've grown up on gravel. I mean, what are the positives for the future?
Well, the positive one is that I have done the first tarmac experience with R5. I really enjoyed that, and now I know where I need to focus, what I need to learn to soon to be as fast as the Italian guys.
You were saying to us on Thursday evening you were a little bit scared by the speed of this car on this surface. Are you less scared now that you completed stage 14 here in Italy?
Yeah, I'm feeling now quite confident after this afternoon loop. Maybe sometimes too confident. We had some slides as well, so it means that I'm feeling the car. I need to learn a bit more, and then I think the result should come.
If you could have a choice, 100% tarmac, 100% gravel, which one would you choose for the future?
Both.
Come on, you can only have one choice.
Tarmac.
You want to go tarmac rather than gravel?
Yeah, because I know gravel very well, so learning tarmac should be also nice.
All right, that's cool. Right, it's great to see you. You didn't bend the car this weekend, which is perfect.
Well, yeah, we couldn't break it because we need to learn experience, and it's our prize now.
That's cool. Right, great. Martins, great to see you. Do all that. Be good. Enjoy Ostia. We'll see you soon, mate. Thanks very much. That's Martin Sex. There we go. Off he goes. Hey, he's happy. He's happy. He wants to learn a bit more tarmac. He knows gravel very, very well. Martins pulls forward, and we're just kicking the stone down the road. I'm not playing Champions League rock ball or anything else like that, but there we go. He was see what I don't know what Daniel's doing there. He's going off with the just behind us. He's going off with a bit of fuel, I think, for the generator or something like that. But Sex is through. Time for him. Sex, 6 minutes 47.9, 6:47.9. We've already spoken to him there, and let's see if we've got any more messages coming in. Okay. Right, aha! Another car arrives. Whoop, hang on, needs to get out of the way. Andrea Crinola is in. Hang on, just crashing into Gianluca at the end of the stage as well. So Andrea Crinola has sorted himself out. Door open. Andrea, just sorting out the Pirelli cap. The tyres have worked quite well for you this weekend. They've kept you the right way up, and here at the end of stage 14, good run.
Yeah, honestly, we were maximum attack, and the tires, Pirelli did a really good job, because in this loop and the previous loop we didn't swap the tires, so it means that the tires are working very well, and I improved my time on this stage. I went flat out everywhere, and we will see. We have 2 more stages to go, and of course our target is to finish on the podium.
Well, this is it. We're just looking at the time from the previous stage. 5.5 seconds going into this stage against you and Lukanuk. So you gave it a big push. You're fastest through so far, 6:31.7. Did you give it full throttle?
Of course, more than full throttle. Thank you.
Do you think you've done enough to push Alexei off?
Maybe not this stage. Maybe it will be a big challenge in Ostia for the last 2 stages.
Good luck. We'll see how you get on. Andrea Crinola. So, yeah, on the previous stage, that's warm here. On the previous stage, he's on stage 13. He's pushing for the podium. You can see the little bugs all stuck on the window, on the front light there, and he's been giving it more than full throttle. Come around the car. The car looks really neat. Just scuffed a couple of things, maybe hay bales in the chicanes in the stage, but the car looks so clean. Obviously a little dent in the back of it from hitting something, but just nothing major. Dirty fingerprints as well on it, but to be fair, Crinola's car looks kind of box fresh as he heads off down to Fuji in the service area, and then back up, back on this long road section, and everyone meets at the just beyond the péage, the toll booth on the way into Rome, and then everyone joins this big convoy, and then they head down to Ostia later on. Getting a bit of a dab on, getting just a little bit hot here at the end of the stage. So Gian Domenico Basso is leading the rally by 24.8 seconds. Next car coming down towards us, and next one's on his way as I just walk up the street. So we've got Chris Ingram next. Ingram in a nice battle this afternoon with Phillip Maris, 23.3 seconds off him, swapping positions with Norbert Herzig earlier, and there we go. Get Ingram in. Is that okay for you? Ingram stopped. Hey. Chris, overdriving the car this weekend. You tried to relax for the final big 4 stages. Did that work for you in this last one, stage 14?
Still overdriving. Just not a good performance by me, and I'm sorry to the team.
But this is what Sebastian Loeb used to do. Everyone used to tell him to slow down because he was too quick, but he said it was just the way he drove. So you're kind of the same kind of guy, got the same potential then, haven't you?
Hopefully it'll all come together, because we know we've got the pace, but this year there's just been something missing from me, and I'm probably just trying way too hard and putting way too much pressure on. Well, I know I am. I'm just putting way too much pressure on myself.
Heading into Barham, are you going to start taking up yoga and trying to do something just to chill you out going to Barham?
Good shout, that. Yeah, definitely yoga tomorrow night when I land home. Okay.
I feel like I'm doing hot yoga out here at the moment. It's so warm. Chris Ingram, enjoy Ostia. Thank you very much. There's Ross in the co-driver's seat, so they're good. So yeah, big way from him. Off he goes. Ross Whittock and co-driving away. So Ingram just saying he's overdriven it again. 6 minutes 38.9. 6:38.9. Right, we're just being told we need to stand over there, Chris. We're being shouted at by our director. He's saying stop them here. There we go. Right, we'll go over there. Stop them there. If Gianluca got out of the way, we'll be okay, wouldn't we? he's there. Right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. So Norbert Herzig is here. Norby from Hungary. Oh, Norby. Right, just wait for him to just wedge himself. The heat soak on the car, get that open. Cool. Norby, earlier on today you did a stage in road mode, or most of it in road mode. Everything okay for you this afternoon in stage 14? Working well?
Yes. I think we could go fastest in the second loop in today. My feeling, or our feeling, was absolutely okay. I like this stage, so everything was okay. We have learned many things about these stages. I hope that we will be able to take part next year in this rally, because we have now a good setup and a good pace note, so everything was okay, and thank you very much.
That's good. Thanks, Norby. Thanks very much. To be honest, I heard absolutely nothing he said there, to be honest. So obviously you guys at home heard what he was saying, but the car's so loud. The car is super loud, and yeah, Norby's talking away. He's quite quiet. I find most guys from Hungary are really, really quiet when they talk. So I was just struggling to hear what he was saying. But basically, he was faster in the second loop this afternoon, and of course was happy with the setup of the car and happy with basically most stuff this weekend. You know, that battle with Norby and Chris coming into this stage was 0.9 of a second. So if we look, Chris Ingram third in the championship, 6:38.9 against Norbert Herzig there with a 6:41.7. So Chris Ingram still holds on to that fifth position despite the big battle with Norbert Herzig this afternoon. You can see, just need to do that. Wipe the. It is hot here. I mean, the clouds here, but. Daniel's got some sort of spray type thing he's going to, I don't know what. He's got his van. This is the ERC van. That's just why we've got a minute before the next one. You can probably just see here, just behind the scrutineer guys who are there, and the policeman, we've got our Got Talent Prove It van. Basically, that's an Aladdin's cave of stuff in the back of that car, back of the van. So, yeah, Daniel's coming back now with something. Oh, I don't know, he's got the aerosol out. I don't know what he's going to do. What's this all about? Right. Oh, man. Oh, there we are. Oh, is that what we do? Oh, thanks. What is that?
Water. It's water.
Really?
Yes.
You've got everything.
It's water.
Right.
Ma brume fraîcheur, eau thermale. Wind. Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, not in my eye. I need to see. Honestly, children. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Look at that. Daniel's a nutcase, but there you go. He's happy with his water. I never know that they sold water in cans. I was a bit of a schmuck once, and I did buy some oxygen in a can. I thought that was quite cool. Just I don't know. It was just like, hey, have some oxygen in a can. It was very, very light, surprisingly, wasn't it? Right, another car. Let's get back to the rally. And Daniel is now happily spraying Chris behind. So we've got Norby through. Phillip Maris, bit of a gap now. Where's Maris? Anything on the messaging board coming through? Anyone? Bueller? A little bit of. Yeah, we're hearing that Roman Schwett retired in stage 13 due to an engine problem in the ERC3 junior category. Right, okay. Aha, here we go. Phillip Maris is next up. I thought, what's the gap? Why is it? We're on 3-minute gaps at the moment, I think, with these drivers. Here he is. Maris is here. Just chock the car. The car looks great. Got a butterfly. That's quite cool, isn't it? A little butterfly doing its stuff here at the stage, and wait for Phillip to take his helmet off. Car prepped by Cresta Racing, this one. This is from the Czech Republic. Phillip, well, leading ERC1 junior category at the end of the weekend, which is what you wanted. So, yeah, not so bad.
Yeah, definitely. That was our target before the race, and we managed it. We also had a lot of luck yesterday with the punctures and so on, because the first day was very tricky. Yeah, just 2 stages to go, so keep going and keeping this position is our target. So yeah, Chris is faster than me today, but okay. We are still leading, and that's our target.
But that was your target this morning, wasn't it? It was just to manage the gap and maintain the position, leading the ERC1 junior class at the end of the day. So good work this weekend, and the car looks absolutely fantastic, despite the off that you had last weekend, and shattered your confidence a little bit. It's been okay, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And we started the race carefully because our confidence wasn't the best one. But for sure, the car is working very precisely, and I need to thank to my team, to my guys, because they have done a really good job in the week before and prepare for us the best car.
That's good. That's great. Phillip, great to see you. Enjoy Ostia later on. Thank you very much. Close the door on him. That's done. So yeah, he's got one spare wheel in the back, and off he goes just to the scrutineers. So yeah, Chris Ingram, slightly faster than Phillip Maris. These two were in the ERC1 junior class, so 6 minutes 38.9 for Chris Ingram, faster Phillip Maris 6:43.1. Maris still in the lead of the ERC1 junior classification or category, so which is what he wanted to do, which is where he has been managing his gap all throughout the day, so not pushing too hard and not making any silly mistakes. Phillip was saying to us he had an off on the Bohemian Rally last weekend in the Czech Republic, and he was it kind of shattered his confidence coming here. The car arrived really, really late. They only departed the Czech Republic on Wednesday evening at like 11 p.m. to get the car here on Thursday to get it to scrutineering and get it out on the qualifying stage on Friday morning, which they did. There's only minor damage to the car in the Czech Republic, just the front end. But here we go. This is Simone Campidelli. Then we're switching on to the switching on to the podium spots now. Second in the rally. He's piloting the debut for the new Fiesta R5 this weekend. Simone will wait for him to take his helmet off and get himself sorted out. Simone, the last of the big stages completed here in Italy. Second in the event, so it's good. Looks like an Italian 1-2 at the moment. That could change though later on, but happy with your performance this weekend?
As I told you in the last 2 days, I'm not so satisfied because we expect it to be a bit quicker. But so, this is it. At the moment we have to understand where we are and trying to work more to catching back the higher position.
And the debut for the new Fiesta on the ERC in Rally di Roma Capitale. You've had the honour of driving this car this weekend, and it looks brand new at the end of it, so you've done a good job. You haven't damaged it.
Yeah, Sir Malcolm decided to give us this honour, and we are so glad to do it because it's a big responsibility, because everyone in the work can see the performance of the Fiesta. I hope that we made a good job. Maybe not enough for a couple of seconds from the top position, but yeah, to be honest, we put all our effort and together with the team, and we cannot get in more this weekend.
That's good. Simone, thanks very much. That's great. So this is the new Fiesta generation. You remember 3 times ERC? We'll just whiz around the other side. Kajetan Kajetanovic, this was super popular, this car. Little bit of damage, just scuffing a hay bale here. It's a little bit of grass off a hay bale and a little scuff, but nothing that the M Sport crew back in the UK are going to be worried about with this one. But as I say, this car made its debut last weekend to the world in Estonia, and then its first proper rally on the ERC is this weekend, and Simone has taken it. Look at we were talking about this during our Facebook Live in Rome, but look, it's taking the accents on its design from the world car. So it's the same body shell in essence, but it's got, just this stick-on stuff. Well, not stick-on stuff, it's there for a reason. So the design accents of this car is very similar to the world car with its flared wheel arches, and it looks great in the orange wrap. I know that Julian, who I've been working with all this weekend, has been so in awe of the orange wrap and just this matte black finish on it. But this is it. That's the first time we've seen this car on the ERC as he just goes through scrutineering and on to Rome. So we're going to see a lot more of this Fiesta in the future. Remember, the ERC, here's Alexei Lukanuk. The ERC is dominated by Fiestas a few years ago. Let's have a word with Alexei Lukanuk. I have a feeling this isn't going to be the easiest interview to conduct, but we'll have a go with him. See, having that minute penalty applied earlier on. Let's see what he has to say. Wait for him to organise himself at the end of the stage. Wait for him to put his hat on. Alexei, it's been a difficult weekend for you this weekend. I mean, is there any positives you can take from it here? You've pushed hard amongst the Italians, who are super fast on this surface.
Yeah, at least something. Let's make it Kaitanovic way. I'm so happy! Shit.
Not so good. I know that you've been not so happy all weekend. We understand why. So what was the problem? What was the issue?
No, actually we enjoy driving, enjoy stages. Organization is, you know what, but yeah, from my side, from here, from the cockpit, we did all we could and tried to improve, and it seems we gained some speed. So. And I don't care about everything else.
Alexei, this season, this year, do you feel like you got a lot of pressure on you because you were 2018 ERC champion? And do you feel, like Kaito, that you need to repeat that performance this year and again and again? And do you feel a weight of the service park, of everyone pushing pressure on you to perform every time?
Actually, the best way to say to everybody just to keep calm and relax, and I will listen advices only from close people, and I don't care what others think and say. So actually we're doing our way, and it's not easy, and I believe not so many people know how it feels, so sit back and enjoy.
That's good. It's great to watch you anyway. Great to see you at the end of the rally. So enjoy Ostia, make some donuts.
Thank you.
See you later, thanks. That's Alexei Lukanuk. We knew it was going to be a hard one to talk to him at the end of the event. It's just the scrutiny is here, just making sure that everything is all above performance and so on. But yeah, he's a bit down in the dumps, but the time's quite respectable, 6 minutes 36.3. Right, we're at the stop line of stage 14 this weekend, and the helicopter is above us, which usually denotes that we are ready to crown the winner. So far, with 2 stages to go, Gian Domenico Basso, 2-time ERC champion, comes to the end of this last big stage of the weekend. The doors open from Jando. He's just taking a moment just to reflect everything, chatting to his co-driver. Jando, just in English first, if that's okay. This weekend has been a flawless performance for you. Happy with everything? Fantastic. You see the sticky rubber just picking up the little stones here on the stage end, and this is a little bit of debris that's been on the stage from previous pass. But Basso leading the rally as he goes with 2 stages left to go this afternoon. We've got a Greek current championship leader, Lukas Habai here. He's got number 1 on the door. That's because he's leading the ERC heading in here. That might change this afternoon after the final 2 stages. He's got a little bit of a ripple on the roof from where he rolled in the test earlier this week and having to retire from the rally yesterday. Making a small mistake yesterday. Łukasz, the helicopters flying above us is almost as if you won the rally, but what a weekend for you.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't, but what can I say, you know, we had a chance, really good chance and very rare chance to extend leadership, but I blew it away yesterday, and you know, I'm doing whatever I can today to grab as many points for the second loop. But okay, it was very, very tough, and it is very tough weekend for us, very difficult. So if I grabbed any points, this would be the most difficult points in my life, I guess, because massive effort of the whole team. Hopefully some points will come, but yeah, very difficult weekend.
And the guys were up till 3 a.m. this morning trying to fix your car, so all credit to them.
Yeah, respect, great respect. To 3:30 actually, so.
All right, thanks very much. See you later on. Thank you. Whoops, getting stuck on my cables. That is Łukasz Habai. After that surprise win in the Azores on the opening round of the season, Habai has kind of impressed all the time, pressed out of the blocks. It's given him that confidence as well to just maintain that number 1 position on the door. Just looking at the back of the car here, you probably can't see it on our Facebook feed, but just a little scuff on the back of it from something that he moves on. As I say, along with all the drivers, he's off to. I'm sweating. I'm hot. It's that heat soak we were talking about. He's off on the long road section to Ostia now, after the service park. Now, Hiroki Arai next up. Let's wait for Hiroki to open his door. Hiroki driving the identical car from the same team that Lukanuk is driving this weekend. Hiroki take his balaclava off. Right, okay then.
Yeah.
Tell me some words. What happened? How was it?
Really challenging weekend. We tried quite many setup and many tires, and actually quite a valuable, I would like to say, information for us. And maybe hopefully we can get like a really, yeah. I'm not gonna say this on this point, but I hope we can get a really good result in Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's good. And the tyres, you were saying yesterday that the tyres were just getting a little bit too hot and delaminating in places, so you're having to control your speed to not let the tyres overcook, as it were. Have you managed to find that sort of optimum point of performance today?
Yeah, actually we are using really hard tire, but now it's like my driving style is also improving, and I should understand what the tire wants to do, and it's actually working well at the moment, so it's okay.
Cool. What's happening for you between now and Barham Rally? What are you doing? Are you going to relax, take some holidays, or?
Actually, next week I have a Japanese Rally Championship, so straight after this I fly back to Japan.
Good for the air miles.
Oh yeah, it's maybe my like flight status going to be really good.
You're like triple platinum moon status. What am I talking about? I'll let you go. Right, thanks very much, Hiroki. So Japanese Rally Championship for Hiroki Arai next weekend. He's on his way. Flight status is good. So Hiroki Arai, yeah, using these Yokohamas. Just we've got one of the Italian guys just come in now. I'll just sorry Chris, I know you're swinging around. I was just moving the rock out of the way. Sorry. We'll go we'll go somewhere. There's just one of the local Italian drivers will go somewhere. I'm not really sure where we're going to go. We could go into the restaurant and have a look, but this is really cool. We've got yeah, as I say, the scrutineers are here at the stage end, so yeah, they're just marking down to make sure that they've checked everything with the cars at the end of the stage to make sure everything is conforming correctly and everyone are abiding by the rules set out in the regulations. So what's happening here at the stop line is we've got the scrutineering people who are just stopping the car just beyond the timing table. and what they do is they're checking the race overalls. So you got the Nomex fireproof. Yeah, they've just done that. That's real quick, very, very efficient how they do it. So underneath the race suit, you've got the Nomex sort of body suit underneath, which is a fire resistant stuff. Then the gloves and also the boots and everything. And in them, they have a little hologram seal, and just to make sure that they are the current, you know, and the what's the word I'm trying to think of? They're the correct and most recent and the approved overalls for safety that are in the current regulations. So what these guys are doing here is just making sure that also that the balaclava under the race helmet is, you know, tucked in to the race overalls, and everything's all zipped up as well. So in the event of an accident and heaven forbid, you know, the car catching fire, at least the drivers are protected for their own safety. Let's go and have a look now as he stops with a brace of squeaks. Is Nicky Meyerhoff. Door open for him. Done. This is going to be a fun interview because Nicky's good laugh. Nicky, obviously, just to sum up the weekend, yesterday it all went wrong with just one stage, and today's been good for you though, hasn't it?
Yeah, good. I would. It's a little bit much, but yeah, we found back into the rhythm, and especially the stages, 2 stages before, we set the 7th time. I think we were lucky that we could come here on the 2nd day and take some testing for next year, and we're really happy to be here now and maybe take the last 2 stages in the in the town. So, but yeah, we were happy to be here, and team did a great job to fix the car again. Also, Paul did a great job after yesterday, after my mistake. So I'm quite happy to be here, and yeah, happy.
What? We'll make it quick. What caused the mistake yesterday? What was the issue?
It was my mistake. It was just a misinterpretation. Maybe I didn't hear the left-right closes. I maybe overheard that a little bit and was a little bit too pushy for the start, and maybe wanted too much a little bit. But my mistake.
That's good. Thanks, Nicky. Got to go because there's a car behind you, so thanks very much. Oh, there we go. Fist bump. That's Nicky Meyerhoff. Next behind it, Wojciech Staff. Again, you got enough space there. You okay, Chris? Oh, Staff's coming in real close. Hang on. No, he's going to take out the timing board. We're not even going to be able to get in there. Right. It's funny, the drivers stop exactly where we stand, so we'll have to move out the way in a minute. Wojciech, as you were saying to us earlier on ERC radio, is night and day. Today's been a good day.
You have to speak.
Yeah, today's been a good day. Yesterday was a bad day. Night and day, you were saying to me. Good rally though now.
Well, I have to say I'm really happy for my team.
Eric, why are you smiling away? What's up? What's rattled your cage?
Because it was so much fun. This stage is so difficult, but really beautiful. We are happy that we are here and looking forward for the fun in Roma, and just have a chill after that.
Just relax. What are you doing tomorrow? Travelling home tomorrow, and then what about the rest of the week?
Tomorrow, hope so that we will catch a flight after party to home. So that is plan for tomorrow.
And then Tuesday, nursing the headache tomorrow on Tuesday after the after party.
I don't know. Probably sleep.
Hey, thanks very much. So the after party, and a Czech guy, you know what the after parties are like with these lot. He'll probably wake up on Wednesday with a cracking headache. But that's Eric on his way, and gets himself organised at the end of the stage. And that is just the scrutineers just having a quick look at him in there, and then that's it. Just got Andrea Nucita in the Arbath here. We'll just have a quick word with him, and then we'll wrap up our coverage on the stop line here. Oops, open Andrea's door. We'll wrap up our coverage on Facebook Live and continue on ERC Radio for a little bit. That's the face of a man who's worked quite hard. Andrea, how was that one?
I really pushing hard, very hard. This isn't my best because I have Melegari 30 seconds in front, and so very fast. This isn't my best.
Okay. But no moments in there, no?
Sorry?
No moments, no problem?
No mistake, it's all okay.
Just working really hard. So that is Andrea Nucita from Sicily. Really nice guy in the Arbath. These cool cars are oh, hang on, sorry, I didn't want you to get run over, Chris, just as he pulls out. Well, oops, hang on. Yeah, the Arbath 124 looks good. Sets a fantastic time of 6 minutes 44.6 seconds through there. But the Arbath, we introduced this earlier this season in the Canary Islands on our Facebook Live. But yeah, it's a really nice car, built as a convertible. It's based on the Mazda MX-5, but the Arbath 124 I think looks a lot nicer. The same sort of underpinnings, as it's a sort of joint production with Mazda and Arbath to bring that one to you. So that's it. As we just swing round here at the stop line, I think we should go in and have a quick cup of coffee and wrap up the day. But yeah, stage 14. We've got a dog that's having a bit of issues over there. Stage 14 is done and dusted. This is the last big one here of Roma, Rally di Roma Capitale. So Gian Domenico Basso leads the rally after stage 14, 20.8 seconds the gap between Simone Campidelli, who's in second overall. Alexei Lukanuk is in third, dropping down from second to third in stage 13 as a result of picking up that minute penalty earlier on. And then we've just got some local competitors coming through here at the moment, and that's the way it looks at the moment. Phillip Maris is in fifth. Andrea Krunula missed him in fourth. Phillip Maris in fifth, as I say. Chris Ingram sixth. Norbert Herzig in seventh. Martin Sex is in eighth overall. We've got Rusk in ninth and Scandola in 10th. So nothing really has changed much today, but it's been a cracking day nevertheless here on the rally. So nothing really changing in the ERC Junior category. Trying to get my screen to refresh, but that's not doing it because there's so many people on the internet up here in the hills. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage on Facebook Live from the end of this stage 14. We'll do it all again later on in Ostia with Julian down there, but from myself, Chris Rawes, here at the end of stage 14 up in the countryside. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in Bærum Rally in the Czech Republic in a few weeks' time. But thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Al rovescio sinistra 1, anticipa destra, stringe paletti, diventa 4 più, per sinistra 0 apre, continua, lascia 60, sinistra 4 più breve 70, al triangolo sinistra 50, tornante destro, sinistra in destra, continua destra 80, al triangolo sinistra 3, anticipa destra 3 più, subito sinistra, diventa 4 più, a destra 5 mossa, diventa 4 tieni, per tornante sinistro, tornante e sinistra 4 più, per tornante destro e destra 4 più, subito sinistra 4 lunga, stringe al segno, attenzione 2, stringe al segno, attenzione 2, continua